Welcome to Corella. The first known being of this world was the god Urian. Less than 5,000 years ago, he created all of the other races. Humans, elves, kinderfolk, gnomes, dwarves, pikeys, wyverns, and giants. All of the races mingled and fought, coveting each other's lands and vying for more territory and riches. This grasp for power culminated in the Border Wars, which lasted 1,000 years. Peace came in a treaty, leaving each of the races to rule their own lands. Corella has enjoyed several hundred years of peace and prosperity, but something dark, something unexplained is beginning to corrupt the world, magic, and perhaps even Urian himself. This corruption has turned a once peaceful land into a world ripe with danger and adventure, which is where we find our band of heroes in The Corellan Chronicles.
Welcome back to Corella. Yeah, so our band of heroes, or our two lonely travelers.
I would consider us more of a duo.
A duo. Oh, that's nice.
A duo with a wee friend.
Is this like a buddy cop show?
Very much so, yes. I don't know what that is, but yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't call us buddies.
Well,
All right. Well,
I wouldn't call us cops either, but...
He's been following me.
so it's a show. We've eliminated the buddy and the cop, so we're down to just it's a show. It's a
Oh, show!
And there's two of us.
There's two of you. It's a duo.
It's
we're
a
back
duo.
to it being a duo. Beargar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Beargar Greenfield, last of the Greenfield clan, looking for a gnome, scared of lightning, and stuck in a barn, but full of wine and getting some good sleep.
All right. And Z'kar.
Z'kar, just Z'kar. Half ranger, following, Beargar follower, just tracking him around.
Half elf as well.
No, I think
He's very skinny.
I think it was correct to say he's a half ranger.
Yep.
He's the only ranger.
Basically at this point, yes.
He's the only ranger I've ever seen that has negatives to perception and investigation.
I'm good at things.
Things.
Maybe not ranging, but you know.
He's a good shot with a bow if you're getting attacked by a weird bear beak monster.
I might not
with
be able to
hooks for
perceive
hands.
it, but I can hit it.
A lovely segue into a quick recap of what has just happened. You guys were running away from the storm back in Darkfoot Landing. You decided to follow Angus, or maybe you and Angus, the two of you and Angus decided to take the lead to get to Hawthorn Manor first before the rest of the townsfolk got there to make sure the way was clear. Aberdeen took off in front of you guys to get all the way up to Adderham Gate and to let them know what was going on, that a huge storm was coming. And on your adventures, you ran into some crazy lightning, a couple of flooded spots in the road, and you ran into a strange creature from the Underdark called a hook horror that kind of came out of nowhere and attacked you guys. But you made pretty quick work of it. Yeah.
That was weird.
He bit me in his chest with an axe-like beak. It hurt. It hurt like Urian's balls.
You keep saying, I don't know what that means. But, I mean, Urian's balls, I feel like they would, I mean, they're God's balls. They would probably feel okay. But sure.
It hurt really bad.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't like it.
Like
I like to say
God's
balls when things hurt.
Fair enough. So after the encounter with the hook horror, you guys kind of made your way pretty easily after that to Hawthorn Estates Manor and decided to take up residence in the barn, waiting for the rest of the townspeople to get there. Found some really nice wines in the barn, and Beargar had about a half bottle of wine and decided to take a little nap. Angus was in the process of filling up some wine bottles of his own with the help of Z'kar. And that's kind of where we pick up. You guys are just taking shelter from the storm, waiting for the townsfolk to get there. You decided to take up shelter in the barn because you felt like the manor was a bit too creepy.
That looks big and scary.
And we can keep an eye out for the townspeople. And there's good wine and a dry patch back here where I can sleep. I'm asleep. This is I'm thinking about to you, God.
I was going to say, like, you're keeping an eye out through closed eyes.
You
did a good job taking that watch.
Thinking to God and his balls.
Okay, yeah, so you're taking a short rest, and you rolled your hit dice, you got whatever spell slots you get back. You are taking a literal short rest in the case of Beargar, who's closing his eyes. The townsfolk, as far as you know, were probably at least 30 or 45 minutes behind you guys. You don't know how they have fared. You don't know when they're going to get here. Is there anything you want to do? Anything you want to see? Anything you want to look at? You're just hanging out, waiting for the townsfolk to get there. Just let me know what you want to do.
I'm sleeping.
You're asleep.
I'm just gonna kind of poke around, look out the door, just be taking in the vineyards and whatever, see what I can see in the rain.
Sure.
A little bit of that, but
I'll give you some exposition on that in just a second. Angus is not. He wants to stay as far away from the manor as possible, so he's kind of over in the back corner by Beargar. He's just kind of ogling all the wines in here. He's very impressed. What you see, give me a perception check. It doesn't have a high DC on this. Just I need to see how much you can see.
ooh, 18. Probably minus something.
Yeah, I think -1, right?
Minus 1 probably,
But still, a 17 is plenty to see what you need to see. So, like I said before, what you're looking out on is what was once a large and viable vineyard. Rows and rows and rows. Probably, I mean, from where you're standing, you can probably make out clearly the tops of what would have been probably 60 or 70 rows of vine runs. But they're all grown over now. There's a couple of pathways that are traveled through the vines that have stayed kind of open. That's how you guys made your way up to the barn. And there's kind of like the main road that went down the middle of the vineyard up to the front steps of the manor was open, and that main road had a little kind of a smaller road off to the left that led up to the barn.
Do I see any ghosts in the windows?
Specifically looking in the windows from where you are, so imagine if you're looking at the front of the manor, off to the left, probably 100 feet away from the manor is where you are, but you're on the same level of the hill as the manor, so you're really looking at the side. The barn's kind of looking at the side of the manor, not the front of the manor. From the side of the manor, there are 4 windows that you can see pretty clearly. The windows on the bottom floor have been completely shuttered over, so like wooden slats nailed into the walls that either where the windows once were. On the upper floor, you can see one window is broken out with no wood over it, and the other window on the back left-hand corner, if you're facing the manor, is actually still intact. It seems to be the only one that has any glass still intact. But you don't see anything inside. You don't see any movement inside. No, I mean it's definitely creepy looking, but as you're staring at it, I mean it just looks it's scary to look at because it's weird looking, but you don't see anything. I don't know how you can see if a house is haunted, but it doesn't give you that haunted house feeling. It gives you an old, dilapidated building feeling.
So I get scared by Beargar snoring suddenly.
You do get scared by Beargar snoring. Is I mean, it's pretty hefty. You suddenly kind of understand where maybe Beargar is not a name, but a nickname. You look back and you see Angus is playing with the hair on Beargar's mustache as it vibrates in the snoring.
I think you're making it worse.
Give me another perception check.
Oh, no, that's 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean you're kind of like again, like I said, where you are, you're watching the storm coming up the road, but it hasn't gotten like the bad part of the storm that you just ran out of hasn't gotten to you yet, and you're kind of just mesmerized by the rain in the night, looking out over the vineyard. It's actually from here almost a peaceful scene. And your dark vision allows you to see a lot more. Your dark vision allows you to see a lot more than if Beargar was looking at it, or even if Angus was looking at it. It would be much darker, much just rainier than. But for about 30 minutes or so, you stand there kind of looking out, and then you notice movement at the front of the vineyard, and you're able to see a man on a horse come riding up the road rather slowly. And you see that he has dangling off the side of his horse a lantern. It's a hooded lantern. He's got some light that's shining out from in front of it. But you recognize the shape and the form of Delvin. And he's at the front of the vineyard, so he's probably 400 feet away from you, 300 feet away from you, something like that. But you're able to see him through the rainstorm.
Angus, bear man. You bear girl, okay?
What, lad? What? It's raining. It's dark. You can't do nothing right now.
They're here. The townspeople are here.
Townspeople.
Delvin just rode up. Remember the town we were just in?
The Silver Row.
Oh, yeah, shit. All right, what do we...
Takes a big swig of his wine.
How much wine have you had to drink?
It's about 2/3 through the bottle now.
Okay, so you haven't finished the bottle yet. Okay. Yeah, so Delvin has come up to the front gates. He's not come up the path. He's not in the vineyard. He's stopped at the front gates of the vineyard. So at this point in time, he's 200 feet away from you. At the front gates. And then you can start to make out just barely the shadows of people starting to kind of come in and gather around him.
Looks like the cavalry made it, Angus. The Silver Row comes through again.
Oh yeah, they're fucking reliable. Well, I mean, you want to head down there and talk to him, or should we just hang out here? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna what they want to do. I don't know if we're just gonna stay in the barn. I'm happy in the barn until the storm goes away. But I mean,
Beargar's just standing there with his bottle. Like, I don't care.
well, all right. I mean, you want to go talk to him?
Does Delvin see us?
He's so far away, and especially like what you can see. Well, I mean, I'll let you roll a perception check.
17 plus 2, 19.
Damn. Okay, so somehow you're able to use your non-dark vision, and you see through a rainstorm with no moonlight. Occasional lightning.
Well, he's got the lantern.
And he's got the lantern. I mean, the lantern is a hooded lantern, 200 feet away from you in a rainstorm. So, but I mean, you're able to see. You can tell he's not looking in your direction. He's looking back down the road from the direction that he came. You can tell he's facing that way, and you can see he's kind of like gathering the people up to him. But he hasn't looked up and made any sign towards you yet.
Angus, you think we should invite them into the barn? You think we should let them go into the main house?
I think we better go talk to Delvin and see what he wants to do, to be honest with you.
Hi, Delvin. Did you get our note?
Did it leave you a note in the gross monster with the hooks for hands? We killed it. I don't know if you know, but it bit me with its beak. Check out the big beak that I have here, Delvin.
I don't think he knows it had hooks for hands. We stole them.
You see, Delvin
He's
goes,
not a handless monster.
"What? What?"
He's very far away.
And then he does this.
He's the one on the horse. Why do we have to walk out in the rain to go see him?
You see there's several townspeople gathered around him.
Z'kar's halfway down the path.
Yeah.
I'm like trudging behind with my wine.
You get down there and I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
What am I gonna roll? I'm gonna roll
Insight? On the note?
yeah, alright. I'll roll insight.
Yeah.
No, okay. You got a natural 19. Okay. He's a sheriff. He's got pretty good insight. As you guys walk up, he's. I'm not sure we left all the notes, but and all the signs, but I appreciate it. The warnings about the flooding was creative, and I appreciate that. The creature was creepy, but I assume that was your way of saying that you had taken care of the problem. And I appreciate that. It's quite nice. Thank you very much.
It was a big bastard. It hooked my wee halfling friend, and I cut his arm off with me axe.
It hooked your friend.
Yes,
How did it hook your friend?
with its hand, its hook hand.
It had hook hands.
Yeah, see, look, I saved its hook, and it bit me with its beak. I rested, and I feel better now because I'm very restful rest, and it fixed the bite that I had. But it bit me with this, and he like holds out the beak, and he's like, "Roar!"
I shot him in the face.
It did. The elf killed it. Shot it right in its old brain. Its bird brain, if you will.
You both seem to be very good at killing things.
It was a frightening creature, and it was coming right at us.
You hear Angus be like, yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, it was something I'd never seen before, as scary as hell. It did hook me through my shoulder and hurt something fierce. But, I mean, the three of us did a pretty good job of taking...
I got him right there, like poking him.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I mean, it's tender. I'm better, but damn, it's sore. But, yeah, I mean, the three of us did a pretty good job. We did good. We took care of it pretty good.
Angus did it pretty good, too.
Yeah, I feel like I did good. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. I hit it first. I mean,
Exactly.
Yep.
Delvin, did you perhaps pick up a dagger that might have been stuck in the beast?
Delvin, no, I mean, we didn't really look. No.
I'm sorry, Angus. Delvin didn't care about your dagger, lad.
I mean, honestly, we didn't take much time. We saw the note, gruesome as it was, but there's women and children with us. We pushed it off to the
It
side.
was a
of the
good
road.
dagger. I'm sad that you missed it. I'm more sad that Angus left it behind.
Yeah. I'm sad I missed it too.
We were staying in the barn. There's not the door, but we were looking at the building up there, and it's creepy.
I don't know if the barn's big enough for all the people, so...
No.
I'd rather they not find out about our stash either, you know what I'm saying.
What, the wine?
There's some wine up there, Delvin. Damn it. Urian's balls.
You see Delvin's like, you wouldn't be stealing wine from the winery, would you?
Of course.
We would never steal. We maybe drank some of it, though. And he, like, holds up, like, what's left of his bottle. I'm happy to share if you'd like, lad.
It's fine. So, here's the deal. I'm not sure how big the barn is, but we have 30 people with us. I don't know that we're going to fit them all in the barn. We definitely need to go into the house. Now, my problem is, I don't want to take 30 people, elderly, women, children, into a house. I don't think it's haunted. I don't believe in silly ghost stories. But I'm sure that over the last decade, things have inhabited that house that need to be chased out. Now, the three of you seem to be pretty good at killing things. So I would like to offer you the chance to go into the house first, make sure it's safe for me to bring the rest of the townsfolk in. I will stay out here and make sure the townsfolk are safe until the house is clear. How does that sound to you?
So you're telling me that you want me to go in and kill things within this creepy manor?
I don't know if there's anything in there to kill. I just don't want to take a whole bunch of people in there by themselves unarmed in case there is. I mean, there could be bears, bats, or spiders. Who knows?
What would the service be worth to you, lad?
But wouldn't it be enough to know that you've served your kingdom and your township quite well?
You have any drink on you? Perhaps some whiskey?
I have nothing on me like that.
Oh, lad, the Silver Row. They're such tight asses.
Sober as a judge.
So I don't think there's anything in there worse than a hook horror. But I'll tell you, Delvin, if you'd like to go in on your own,
It's nice.
me and
Probably
McNeil here
shouldn't
would be
say
happy
that.
to stay outside and watch the people.
It's Delvin laughs at me. I'm one person against whatever's in the house. Well, nothing's in the house. And I'm not sure that I trust you enough to stay back with the people.
So you're scared to go into the house yourself, lad?
Scared?
So you don't like people. Why would you offer to stay with people? I don't like people.
Z'kar, quiet, lad. Trying to get us some gold.
It would go. I'll tell you what. The Silver Row would be happy to pay you for your services 10 gold apiece.
15.
12.
Sold. Elf, there's 12 gold here. That's enough to get like 25 rabbit tails.
Sold.
I don't know what rabbit ale is, but yes, please.
It's delicious. try some sometime.
I'll.
Angus has some. I'm sure he'll get you some.
You say Angus looks at him and goes, shakes his head, no. Alright. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out thing. The storm is still making its way this way. We've made it past the edge of the storm for now. Just the main floor. Clear out the main floor, or even just a space where I can put these people. You don't have to take forever in there. Just clear it out. We'll follow you in.
You should probably get them out of the lightning. The lightning, the yellow lightning, that's magic, you know.
I mean, I don't know if it's
Whether it is or
magic.
not, it's lightning, so yes.
It's scary as hell. I'm with you on that.
Angus, lad,
It's not good.
so you care to join us in the manor? I know you think it's creepy, but it's worth 12 gold to you.
No, you see, Angus is like, he does not. He's not one to go.
Not impressed by 12 gold.
Yeah. Damn, man. I mean, like, honestly, you think you could do this on your own?
I mean, we really like your company, but sure.
I doubt we'll find anything worse than the creepy beast with the bird beak and the giant hooks for hands.
Man,
I don't know if you should say that. It seems like a bad thing to say.
I've been around. I've heard some moaning and some I don't know, things moving around. Ghosts are real, but they can't hurt you. I mean, Eleanor, she's been with me for a long time. She's never hurt anybody. In fact, she's more likely to help.
Never use her to like whack somebody upside the head.
No, I don't want to get her dirty.
Fair.
You've heard moaning and shit in this house before?
I mean, usually when I come to rest in the barn, I you know, it's a little creepy. I usually get granted I drink a lot, and you know, sometimes I moan in my sleep a little bit, and I hear it, and I think that something else is moaning. I don't like going inside. It's creepy. That's why I want 12 gold. Really, you should give me 15, maybe 20. Maybe talk about Beargar, the slayer of scary things in the strange house.
Delvin's ridden off a little ways, but he looks back over his shoulder. He's like, the deal was for 12 gold.
Come on, Elf.
All right.
So are you trying to persuade... like, I'm not sure if you were trying to persuade Angus to go with you or not, because, like, you said come with us, and then you told him horror stories about the ghosts and shit inside, so I don't know if you're trying to get him to go with you or not.
He wants Angus to come, but he does not expect him to.
He's
Okay.
just not doing a good job.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, it's scary, I get it.
Roll a persuasion check.
9.
I mean, Angus is not, like, you can see he's like,
He's gonna go guard the mule.
he's like, guys, I mean, like, I'd love to help, I really do. Like, I feel like I kind of owe you for the monster. I mean, you did kind of save my ass back there, but I really don't want to go in here.
You got those few bottles of the good ale? Maybe a bottle of whiskey on you?
Yeah.
We're gonna drink that when we come back. You hear me, lad?
All right.
Come on, Elf. Let's go in this creepy house. Worst thing that could happen is I could die again.
Okay. Yes, that would be bad. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys make your way up the main road heading up to the front door. You see Angus follows you up, but as you get to like the road that goes up to the barn, he kind of like he turns left and he heads towards the barn. And you can see he's torn. He has a desire to go help you, but he also is very afraid of ghosts. And he decides you better go stick it out in the barn. And Delvin actually kind of makes his way up to the barn behind Angus, and you can see the two of them having a conversation at the door into the barn. But you guys get up to the front door of the manor. What you see before you is a broad two-winged manor. So there's very clearly an eastern wing and a western wing, or a right side and a left side. The two wings kind of stick out, and then there's a recessed entryway in. And above you, you can see where there was once, and you can imagine it would have been beautiful, but there was once a balcony that kind of stuck out over the front door where you could have sat and enjoyed a lovely glass of wine while looking out onto the manor, or onto the winery below you. You can tell in its day this place would have been gorgeous, but it is not now. It is run down, and the balcony has part of the roof above it has fallen over onto the balcony.
Moldy.
It's moldy. It's muddy. There's stuff carved into the walls. All the windows down here are either broken and like with roughshod slats over it. It's run down. But as you get to the front door seems oddly intact to you.
Is it like barred up, or is it just like a normal door?
It is a large double door, so 4 feet on each side, so 8 feet wide and about 7 feet tall. And from the outside, it has kind of a vertical wooden slats with some wrought iron, like filigreed, but functional pieces of wrought iron that run across the door to reinforce the strength of the door, but also for some decoration. It looks very pretty, but also very sturdy. But the door itself looks, everything else around it looks completely run down, broken, and barely hanging on. But the door itself looks completely intact and almost, not new, but kind of taken care of.
Z'kar just walks up.
What are you doing, elf? Beargar like pushes past him and like tries to just like open the door and push it open.
Okay, so two things. You knock.
Yep.
Give me a quick perception check. Are you checking for traps, or are you just pushing on the door?
I'm just pushing it open like we're walking in.
Okay. Yeah, you knock and.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, for like a half second, you're like, oh no, that was me. I knocked.
Yeah.
I did that. Never mind. The doors are locked. You push and they jiggle, like they move maybe a quarter of an inch. So you can tell that they're locked together somehow, but they're locked. Like there's no moving them.
Well, what do you think, elf? You know how to pick a lock? Should we go get Delvin? Tell him some people are fucked?
We could go to the broken window over there, climb in through that.
Or I guess we could go in through the window.
Okay. Which side of the house are you going to?
Left.
Right or left? Left? Okay.
Left.
Left is fine. I'm just following the elf.
All right. Left is closer to the barn.
So as you come around the front of the house and you're kind of you walk to the windows, because the house is set into a hill, the window sill is actually kind of like a chest height for you. Which one of you is taller? Or are you guys about the same size?
Probably about the same size.
I think it was like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, he might be a little bit taller. But
And
he's
you're like 6'1"? Okay. So for both of you, the edge of the window is about chest height, and as you're now up on the windows, you can tell that whoever put the wooden slats over the windows, they did a pretty good job. There's gaps in between that you can see through. You could probably even get your hand through those gaps, but I mean the first piece that you're looking at, the first piece of wood, is almost head height, and it's a couple of inches thick, and it seems to be pretty secure into the wall. I mean, you can try and pull it out, but there are gaps. The gaps are a couple inches wide, but you're
Doesn't
not
look like we're
crawling
gonna get in
through it.
Doesn't look like we're going to get in the window, lad. Should we try to kick open the door?
If you want to. I mean, you're the lumberjack.
Beargar goes to the door, busts out his battle axe, and fucking chops at the doorknob.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Nat 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting a solid oak door that's bound in wrought iron with your axe. It bounces off.
Sorry, lad.
Maybe you can.
I've been drinking a bit. Maybe we should try the other window.
Maybe you should try the window. And hit the wood on the window.
Let's
with
check the window to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You get around the window to the right, and this actually, this side of the house actually even kind of falls off a little bit more. So this windowsill is like head height, but the wood seems maybe a little more worn here.
What do you think, elf? I hit that with my axe.
Yeah.
Roll an attack.
20.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
Not a nat 20.
But still,
dirty
the-
20.
20 enough.
Damage would be a d10 plus 3, which is a 5.
Okay, so you take your axe back, and I mean, like you're hitting something that is like your own head height, so you're not getting the most swing, fullest momentum that you could, but you make solid contact with these pieces of wood. The wood starts to splinter a little bit. It doesn't fall in or come out of the wall, but you've done some damage to it.
Swing it again?
Yep.
Lumberjack.
Nat 1. I'm gonna. Oh, no, sorry.
Is that a 7?
No, it was a 1.
Ooh, lumberjack.
You kind of miss your swing. It's been a while since you've had to chop at something that wasn't moving. It's weird. So, and you hit the windowsill. You bury the head of your axe in the windowsill. It gets stuck a little bit, but it doesn't do any damage.
Trying to get it out. Trying to get it out, and I fall down. Z'kar, I'm sorry, Elf. I'm normally a little better. I promise I come from a family of lumberjacks. It's, we cut trees, not really, windows. And I'm going to go ahead and try again. So hopefully it's not well, it's a nat 20 this time.
Oh shit! Yeah, you hit.
Yep, that should do it.
So what you're gonna do on this is you're gonna roll again, a home brewed roll for me. Roll your dice, double the dice. Don't roll the dice twice. Just double the dice roll,
Okay, 7.
and then add your modifier.
Times 2 is
So
would be
14.
Yeah,
Plus-
and that's my modifier. That was a 4 plus 3 times 2.
So you rolled a 4.
Yes.
So that's 8. So
Okay.
you only the dice.
Oh, okay. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay. Yeah. So you hit again, and this piece of wood, it splinters and starts to kind of cave in. It's not completely broken through, but you definitely done some damage. You feel pretty confident if you hit this another time or two, it's gonna go.
No, that one. That one does ones. This one does 20s. 11. Wait, 11 plus 5. 16.
16 hits.
7.
Okay. So with your last swing, you take a pretty good swing, and now you finally you find your rhythm. You're like, oh yeah, it's not much different than chopping down a tree, and you swing back, you put some oomph into it, and shatters, and the bottom slat is broken out, and now there's probably about a 2-foot gap at the bottom of the window. The rest of the window, and the window is 6 feet tall from the windowsill up. So you've knocked off the piece of wood that was at the bottom. So it's about a 2-foot gap, and you think that you could probably squeeze through there. But again, it's at head height, so you're going to kind of jump, pull yourself up, and into the window.
Bandit lad. He's still rat. He's on my person. My clothes. Bandit lad.
Squeeze it.
I pick him up and set him on the windowsill. Go in there and see if there's anything that we need to kill.
Bandit runs inside.
You need a lift up into here, though.
Do you need a lift up into that? Which one of us is more able to do it without help?
Fine. Help me up, you wee skinny elf.
Bandit's gone for a little while, so.
Alright, so what do I need to do?
He's lifting me up into the...
You need to do a strength or athletics. I'll let you pick.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
Athletics.
12.
Okay, so I mean it's not graceful, but you kind of put your hands down and you push him up. You finally once you are
Don't touch me there, elf.
Once you're able to get your arms over the windowsill, and there's actually still some broken glass, then you kind of brush on the side. Once you're able to get your arms over the windowsill, it's a deep windowsill. It's probably a 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep. But you're able to get your arms over it. You can kind of pull yourself in.
Pushing on his feet, he steps on my head.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but you are able to get into the windowsill. You don't have dark vision.
No.
Do you have a torch on you?
No.
Okay.
Come on, elf. I can't see shit up here.
I'm coming.
You can roll a perception check if you want to, but you got to roll it at disadvantage.
Yeah, I want to look for if there's any lanterns or candles or some shit.
And I'm going to be jumping up and climbing in.
So I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Athletics or acrobatics. Yeah, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Oh man, I got a nat 20 and a 9.
So the 9 is what you're taking. 9 plus.
For perception. 2, 11.
11. Okay.
Acrobatics is a 24.
Whoa.
I'll just take a running start and just jump.
Yeah.
Barrel roll, just like somersault, pop right up.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is.
So Beargar, you're inside and you're kind of feeling around on the walls, and you manage to feel on the edge of the wall. You feel what would have been like a candelabra of some sort, and like as you're feeling that, you hear this behind you, and you turn around and look, and Z'kar pops up.
Hey, Beryl.
Hello.
Yeah. You do that sometimes, huh?
That was quite easy. I don't know what was so hard.
What was your problem?
Yeah.
With your dark vision, you can give me a perception check. Standard, like no disadvantage or advantage.
4. It was almost 15, and it just kept
And
going.
it was 4. Have you thought about different dice? Yeah. I mean, you're kind of standing superhero style, like fists on hips.
I'm very impressed with myself.
Yeah, you're staring, smiling at Beargar. You
See
have
what I did?
no idea what's happening
that?
in the rest of the room. You actually have managed to figure out more of the room than Z'kar has, even though you can't see anything. With your ability to just feel around,
I can see it. I'm just not perceiving it.
you realize that you're in some sort of, from what you can been able to feel on the walls and kind of stuff, it feels like it would have been an old sitting room of some sort. But you're not sure exactly what it is. But there's like candelabras on the wall, but they're all empty. There's nothing to light, and you've like kind of stumbled in and bumped into some furniture on the floor. And you've heard in the background some squeaking noises that you know to be not Bandit, but similar to.
Bandit buddy, you find some friends in there, lad.
And about the time Bandit comes running back up and he's at your feet and he's squeaking.
Was that true? Okay, lad.
And you are in this room. Let's put your tokens in. You guys are right here. Well, actually, Beargar, you would be around over there. Z'kar, you have rolled into there. And Bandit, where's Bandit in his mousy mouse form? Bandit is here with you, squeaking at you. And he's doing circles at your feet and squeaking. Like he seems
Happy
like
circles or agitated circles?
agitated circles, definitely.
Elf, I can't see anything, but Bandit tells me that whatever is in that other room is a dick. Not like an actual person's dick, but something that will probably try to get us.
Okay, good. But that's probably better that way. Well, I guess we need to find out what that...
Do you see anywhere where we could get a light, like a torch or a candle or a lantern?
I don't see much, but maybe. Should I do another check?
Give me another perception check.
Natural 20.
All right.
Oh,
That
perception
20
check. We're at-
for a perception check for a torch. -1.
Right. Still a 19, yeah.
Yeah, but no, all perception checks are all.
Yeah.
Nat 20s are all successes, no matter what the plus or minus is to it.
I actually did have a torch.
Hilarious.
It was probably wet from you falling in the mud trying to get your axe out of it.
Yeah.
So this is how we're going to play this out. Z'kar, you're looking around the room, and with your nat 20, you notice a couple of things. The first thing that you notice is that there is some furniture in here. Looks like at one point in time it was nice furniture, but it's all torn to shit now, and it's actually like bizarrely torn to shit. Like it's been pulled at or chewed up or something for a while. That's the first thing you notice. The second thing you notice is hanging off of Beargar's backpack is a torch.
I found a torch.
Yeah.
It's right here.
I'm sorry, lad. Did you find anything else while you're looking, or should I just go ahead and light this puppy here?
There's some scratchy furniture.
The third thing you notice is as there's lightning flashing outside, and you're seeing at the far end of the room that you're in dozens and dozens of little red eyes on the floor.
It's a bunch of little red spots.
That's probably what Bandit was agitated about.
He doesn't like red spots?
They're probably the eyes of something.
Oh.
And you hear that awful sound of scratching, screeching, squeaking rats as dozens of rats come running out of the darkness.
Oh.
Roll for initiative.
Beargar lights his torch?
Sure.
Okay. Torch is lit.
Any other actions you want to do?
I think I also should have a torch. Yes.
Torch is lit, and I can stick it in one of the candle
Sure.
so we can light up the room.
I can just light my torch. I only have a dagger, so I'm gonna just hang on to my torch.
Okay. So you're hanging onto your torch.
Yep.
And you have taken your torch. So you're able to fully see now in the room. There's just the floor on the other end of the room, away from the window, away from the waters kind of coming in from the rain. It's just dozens of rats.
Those are some big rats, lad. I think I already said that, but it's true, they're big. Not as bad as a weird hook beast with a beak that bit me on the chest.
Yeah, there's a lot of these.
There are a lot of them. They're small, though, right?
No, that's small.
Smaller than the hook beast. They are big rats. I said it twice.
3 times.
3 times now.
Initiative. What'd you get?
12.
Ah! 20 bitches!
Nice.
Boom.
Nat 20?
I'm
Nice.
using this gold die
Yeah.
forever. The purple one gets ones way too frequently. This one, I like
ever-
3 20s today.
You ever need
Roll
a
me
one?
a d6.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I will. I need to.
Don't tell me no.
I'm sorry. I was rolling it's a regular dice thing.
Yeah. Monopoly dice.
A 6.
6. Oh, sweet. Bandit has been running around at your feet, squeaking and getting agitated, and you suddenly see like the kind of sparkling yellow energy starts to run through his fur, and he starts to grow, and he gets into his wolf form. He is now a wolf. Do you have stats for a wolf?
I believe I do somewhere.
If not, I can pull one up for you. But yes, you now have a wolf that can attack with you. He will go on your turn.
Nice. That nat 20.
Did you roll a nat 20?
I rolled a nat 20 on the perception check for the torch.
Oh, right.
Yes. I don't know what that means. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do on that. We're gonna say it's taking a while to take effect. Tell me on your next one.
Okay. The way I'm rolling, it should be a while.
Actually, you know what? No, let's go back.
Okay.
So we're gonna
We
rewind.
just we don't go
rewind
far.
a little
We
bit of face.
I just saw it
little
with
bit
the
of face.
torch. So, yeah.
So, as you have that moment of clarity where you're rolling a perception check, and you're like, "Man, I know, I've got everything squared away." Suddenly, you feel that kind of tingling energy in your body release, and you are completely confused and you're lost for a second. Your nat 20 is now a nat 1.
Marvelous.
So you had that moment where you're like, oh, there's eyes down there. The furniture looks weird. Beargar obviously has a torch on his back. He's an idiot. And then it's like, it's almost like your brain, it's too much to perceive at once, and then you perceive nothing. And so as you're looking for the torch, you're like, man, I don't see anything. You don't notice the rats, but Bandit's freaking out.
So it's like, I see the torch. Where? I don't know. What?
So Beargar, do me a favor. Now give me a perception check. As he's talking to you about a torch and he gets confused and lost.
16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, so he's talking to you about seeing a torch somewhere, and you turn around and like, yeah, you got one in your pack. He has a torch in his pack too, and you're like, yeah, it's right
Yes.
there.
We were both carrying torches, lad. I'm sorry, I forgot, but when you saw mine, did you
No,
not
but he didn't
remember
see
your own?
yours. Like his nat 20 turned into a nat 1. That was the magical effect from the lightning.
Okay. So of course, the
So
one
he
time I
didn't-
actually perceived something.
he didn't.
I don't.
He got a nat 1 on that. So he didn't see his torch.
I didn't see your torch. I don't know. I have a torch.
Yeah, he didn't see the rats. He didn't see the furniture. He was just
I
going
didn't
through the
see
house. But he said torch to you, and you turned around and looked at him and were like, "Oh yeah, you got
I've
one."
got a torch.
Yeah,
you got a torch.
You also
Oh,
got
shit,
a
I have a
torch.
torch.
Let's light these torches
Yeah.
and kill these rats.
Okay.
So you light the torches. You see the rats.
Oh, there's rats.
And Bandit turns into a wolf.
Yes.
And I'm up.
You are up.
Alright.
You can scratch out that note for the 20 now.
Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, well, I'm glad I wasted it on that.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened there, just as behind the screen look a little bit. When the lightning struck the tree, it was wild magic, and the effect was that you had your nat 20 turn into a nat 1, or if you would have rolled a nat 1, it would have turned into a nat 20.
Nice.
So,
Alright. Well,
there's a random little magical effect there caused by the lightning. You knew that when it hit you, you felt something like something changed in you, and now whatever that change was has released.
all right.
I told you the yellow lightning it's bad news, bro.
I'm definitely believing you more and more.
Bandit lad, what you say? You want to eat a big rat?
And he growls.
Pick up my axe, and we're fighting.
Okay, you've got it's your turn. So the rats are respectively 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 feet away from you and 45 feet away from you. So you have 30 feet of movement, so you can get into melee range with one set of rats. So can Bandit.
I was gonna send Bandit first.
Sure, absolutely. He goes on your turn, so you can pick which one when he goes.
Lead.
He gets a bite attack. Do you have his stats? You need me to pull?
Yes.
Okay.
Lead the way, lad. And so he runs and he just attacks. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So he attacks. He gets +4 to hit.
Cool.
He rolled an 18, so 22.
I think you got it.
Yeah, that hits.
No, those rats are wearing armor.
He gets 2d4 + 2 piercing damage.
Damn.
So a 1, a 4, so 7 piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So you watch Bandit runs up and he starts biting into these rats, but it's not just a rat. It is a swarm of rats. And you're noticing that he's effective. He kills 1 or 2, but it's not quite having the same amount of damage that you would expect. It's kind of you would expect his bites to do more damage. You'd expect him to go in there and just wipe out a bunch of these rats. He gets 1 or 2, but he does some damage, and he's going towards which one? Move him to where you want him to go.
Yeah, that right there.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna step up behind him, and anything that's coming towards him, I'm gonna chop with my axe.
Okay.
Go back to Beargar. You have to see it. Another nat 20.
Nice.
Yes.
It's a good dice.
I know it's gotta be weighted or something. This is the gold one that Nikki borrowed last time.
Nice.
So my D10 is this one. 10 + 3.
It was a nat 20,
Yeah.
so that's 23.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
23 damage
What
to
kind of damage?
rats.
What is it that you're hitting with?
My axe, my two-handed axe swing.
Okay, so it'll tell you what kind of damage: is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, or
It is. I've never done so good, guys. Hold on a second. I'm
I
excited.
think it's slashing damage.
I'm pretty sure it's slashing as well.
It's 23. So you run up with your axe. You swing your axe through, and I mean, you know that you have done some serious damage, but it's crazy. These rats, because there's so many of them, they almost seem to scatter as you're swinging through them. You're doing damage, but it's not quite the damage you expect to be doing. But you took out half the rats.
Why don't you work that bow of yours, lad? They're really tough rats, but they do die. Especially if you hit them really hard with a critical natural 20 hit.
If you could quantify what your hit was.
You do the best possible hit that you'll ever do.
Best you can. I'm not sure if my bow is the best thing to hit them with, but I'm quite a ways away, so sure.
Are you done? You've got.
I'm hanging on to my action surge. And
Okay, you're hanging on to. Okay.
Yeah. If I give my action surge before we get into this, does Bandit get it too?
No. That's only yours. Bandit is essentially Bandit's an animal.
Okay. He's his own entity.
He's his own entity, correct.
Okay.
Okay, that is Rat's turn.
Rat's turn.
They are gonna go after Bandit. Bandit's right in front of them and has been eating a natural enemy there. Rat number 1. 7 plus.
Miss.
Nothing.
Miss.
Miss.
He's got 13 armor.
Okay, so the rats like kind of try and crawl up. Oh, I'm wrong. It's plus 3.
10. Still miss.
10. Yeah, so the rats kind of try and crawl up his leg and start biting him, but he moves and shakes and shimmies, and he's a wolf. Like he's like, rats are not gonna fuck with me. And they miss. It's the other rats' turns. The other rats are gonna move up to beside you, Beargar. Yep. 1, 2, right there is good. And they are gonna go after you, sir. And they have a 12.
Miss. I'm a 14.
Oh, so the rats are crawling up your legs, are trying to bite into you, but you have leather armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're rats. They can't get their teeth through your leather armor, but they're kind of all over your feet now, and you look down, they're kind of surrounding you and Bandit, and although they're not doing any damage, it's kind of off-putting. You're surrounded by dozens of rats, and they're actively trying to bite you. But that is their turn. They are done. It is Z'kar.
Should be. So they're all okay. So if I hunters mark them, does it hunters
It's
mark
all of that
the
group, that swarm.
Okay. Hunters mark. Let's see. He hit those ones. I'll hunters mark the other group.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So bonus action. Feels stupid just shooting a bow into a herd of fucking rats.
It seems like you'd hit something.
I
Like fish in a barrel, right?
Yeah. Let's do that.
You got to take them out somehow.
22.
That hits.
I hope so. Yeah. 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So successfully hit, but again, you're starting. You guys are all kind of starting to notice like the biting and the slashing and the shooting things. Like you're doing damage, but I mean it's like shooting into a barrel of fish. Like you're only going to hit 1 or 2 of them as you're doing this. There's not like you're not squishing all of them at once or setting them all on fire. Like you're only taking out 1 or 2 at a time.
Try and set them on fire.
And it was 13, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And anything else?
Bonus
Well,
action.
you Hunter's marked? Did you
Yeah.
roll the damage for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was all in.
Okay, and I've got the HM under. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and that was Hunter's Mark and the other thing that I forget what it's called. Slayer's Spray.
Slayer spray? Nice. You didn't do the sense thing on them?
No, I did
okay.
not.
Okay.
I didn't think that I needed to decide what weaknesses
Fair
rats
enough.
have.
Yeah, good. Okay.
I think that's an entire action.
Back to the top of the round. Fair enough.
Sending Bandit to bite again.
Okay.
The one's directly in front of him. 13 plus... I lost it. It's gone. Plus 4. 17.
Hits.
3... 1, so 4 plus 2, 6.
4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, and we're doing this to the one in front of him. Okay, so... yeah, I mean, it like he bites down on another rat, takes out another rat. And there's still a couple left in front of him, but he's done some damage there. Your turn.
Beargar just swings at the ones that are still fucking with Bandit.
Yep.
He knows he's flanked, but he figures if he kills these ones, he can turn and face the other ones.
Yeah. And there's not much turning to face him. You just kind of got to stomp your feet.
15.
It's roll your damage.
I don't remember which ones. Another 10.
Jeez, that's
13.
nuts, man.
It keeps hitting the side and just stopping on that 0.
Okay.
It does 13 damage.
Yeah.
So you take your axe and you swing through and you kind of get like this neat, like really like low level to the ground, and you like cut like half the rats in half, and there's almost all the rats in half. There's one rat left that's biting a bandit's foot.
Can I stomp on it with my... do I have to use the action to stomp on
Yeah,
it?
you go. Yeah.
I'm not going to use my bonus action.
You're not going to action surge to kill one rat.
There's a whole other pile right
Yeah,
next to
there's more rats there. I'm going to yell back at Z'kar though.
Yeah.
We got one left getting bandit. Shoot it, lad.
you. There's also like 12 more right next to you.
I'll get them with me axe in a second.
All right, that's the rat's turn. The one rat is going to try and bite a bandit.
Natural 20!
Oh, and he gets an 11, so no, that's no good. He bites a bandit's foot, and bandit, laughs. The next rat. Good God, I'm getting rid of that dice. The next swarm of rats, again, they're trying to swarm on you, but they're not doing it. Like, they're just not getting through your boots and your armor. It's just a bunch of rats being really annoying, but they're not getting anywhere. It's terrible. It's Z'kar's turn.
Yeah.
You have one rat that's attacking bandit, and you have a full 24 rats that are attacking Z'kar. Beargar.
You know, lad, I think you're right. We'll let bandit finish that last
I
one.
think he'll get that one.
We'll
I think
take on
he'll
this,
be okay.
this big pile over here.
I will shoot the rats.
All of the rats. Okay, get them in like a perfect line.
Yeah, exactly. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
I hope
And
so.
you guys are like throwing some damage. You're hitting well.
Yeah. 8, 10 damage.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you
Doing
take-
some stuff.
You're doing some damage there. It's not quite as much as you want to, but you're still doing it. And that was your hunter's mark on top?
Yes.
Okay.
Hunter's mark and Slayer's prey.
Anything else? You can move up, move around, any bonus actions?
I'll move up like 10 feet.
Okay.
Just a little bit closer. But still out of rat range.
You got you pull your arrow, knock it, walk up 10 feet, like deep, 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 deep. I'm not anywhere close to the rats, but I'm a little closer. Go ahead. Is Bandit gonna eat this last rat?
Yeah, bandit's gonna eat the last rat. It's a 13 plus 4, I think.
Hits.
So, yeah. And 1, 3, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay. He only had to do 2 damage.
Alright.
So
Can I get bandit kill him?
Bandit can kill it. How does Bandit kill this rat?
So bandit, the last one is on his paw, and he like shakes it off, and then he jumps on it, and then he picks it up, and he shakes it, and he throws it in the air, and he just gulps it.
Oh, he eats it. Nice.
Yeah, he just gulps it, just like a.
You do that thing where he like jumps up and just like both paws at once.
Yeah. That's how he got it. Like after he got it off his foot, and then he got it. He shook it, and he tossed it up in the air, and like all you saw was like its tail go past his cheek. He didn't even chew it. Just swallowed it. It's like,
Good job, Bandit. Good boy.
good boy. That's a good boy. Now for you little bastards. And Beargar turns to the other rats. 18 plus 5 and 23.
Jesus Christ, guys. Jesus.
I mean, my bow has a +8 to hit, so yeah. I'm not sure how that worked,
You
but
guys are OP'd for this.
6 plus 3, so 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so yep. I mean, you're swinging your axe at these things below you. You're doing damage. It's just there's so friggin' many of them.
Can you believe how many rats there are, line?
it's a lot of rats.
Shoot them.
I'm trying.
Z'kar.
They're biting me. Or is it the rat's turn before him?
Oh right, yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot they. Thank you. You can have an inspiration.
Oh, nice.
DM inspiration for keeping the DM honest.
Alright.
What that means is that you get an advantage on a roll, whatever you choose. But these rats that are attacking you, they got a natural 19 plus 2 for 21. So they hit you.
That for sure hits.
Yeah.
If you were to say my armor was between 1 and 20, it would be about a 14.
But it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It is only 1d6. For 1 point.
No!
These rats crawl up your leg. One of them finally bites you on the balls.
Urian's balls!
Right in Urian's balls.
Your balls.
It hurts! Urian, my balls! I feel like this is righteous punishment. Is there karma?
If you believed in karma in this world, this is it.
Do you want me to shoot that one? You want me to shoot that rat out of your pants?
Beargar is like...
Should I get the other ones?
Beargar like pushes it off his balls. No, shoot the other ones! Shoot the other ones!
Still 15.
Oh yeah, hits. Yeah.
Okay.
And all these.
For 6, 8, 13.
Okay, yeah. So you got it down to.
Like skewering like 3 rats in one shot.
Yeah. So you do. You go through 6 rats in one shot. You get this beautiful like aim on them. And it's like a shish kebab. You kebab 6 rats.
Hell yeah.
It hits the first rat and it kind of jumps and pushes you up into all the other rats.
There are still a couple rats left. One is in your pants, on your balls. There are 2 more at your feet. It is back to the top of the round, so that's yours and Bandit's turn.
Okay. Bandit, get this one off me nuts!
You'd rather a wolf biting at your nuts. Huh?
You want the wolf to bite at your nuts?
Trust me, boy Bandit.
Alright.
He won't bite me, boys. So he rolled a
He is people.
14 plus 4, so he rolled an 18.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to describe to me how he eats the rat through your pants onto that's currently connected to your nuts.
Okay.
Is that a call shot? Does he have to do a performance check?
His damage was 3 plus 2, so he did 5 damage.
Oh my god. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say that there's... Bandit runs over to you to get the rats off your nuts, or the rat off your nuts, and then he sees 2 more at your feet, and he just eats those 2. He leaves the rat, the singular rat that's left alive, is still on your nuts. So he's like, I'm not doing that. There's no way.
Oh, Bandit, you weak coward!
Just now.
He was like, no, I'll take these 2 that are on the floor.
At least I won't get more.
But he does. He eats those 2 on the floor.
And so Bandit, Beargar's turn. He's the rat's got a hold of his nut, but it's not a hard hold. He's got thick knickers on, and so you know me thick knickers. He can't quite bite through me thick knickers.
Please stop saying that.
I don't understand why you don't like that. To say my thick pantaloons. So Beargar takes the rat and he squeezes it just as hard as he can.
Yeah.
In hopes that it would open its mouth when he squeezed it.
Okay, did you roll to hit?
Not yet. I'm just telling you what
I
I'm
hope
going
you
to do.
roll a 2.
Called it!
That was a dick move.
Precisely.
Literally.
What is your what's your modifier? Because this is an unarmed strike, right?
Yes.
You're not swinging your axe at your dick?
No, I'm not swinging my axe at my dick. So my... God damn it. Unarmed strike is plus 5, so it's a 7.
Yeah, his armor class is a 10. You don't hit him.
All this is happening, Z'kar is still like drawing his bow, just aiming like,
So now I have it by its tail, and I'm holding it out like as far as I can. And
it's still alive.
It's got a full bite into my thick
undergarments.
So it's not dead.
Spitting down on your dark.
Yes. Z'kar, shoot it now!
Hold on, it's the rat's turn.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets another little chomp in there. 12 plus 2 is 14.
My armor class is 14.
He hits.
He probably gets advantage to damage because he's on my nuts.
He's on your nuts. He does 5 damage.
5!
So you go to pull him out, and he just sinks his teeth into your scrotum and gives it a good shake.
Pulling out, it's like...
Fucking shoot it! Oh, shoot it!
Are you sure? Are you turn sideways? A little more sideways. A little more sideways.
Oh my god.
And okay, it's a 15. It's fine.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Like,
I was hoping for a 1.
You don't have to. You don't have to roll that. You can roll damage if you want to. You don't have to. Like 1 damage is all you need.
12, 14, 15.
Yeah. It was 1 hit point.
Okay.
I should have used my inspiration on the 2. It would have saved me nuts so much.
Your nuts.
I wasn't thinking.
Your nuts are.
It was biting through me britches.
So
Z'kar, how does this happen?
I basically shoot its head off, so its head is still clamped onto your nuts and just hanging there.
It's like the worst thing ever.
You're holding the body. The body comes off. The head is still stuck on like a tick.
I have an image of this rat head and the bottom of your ball sack hanging out of your pants.
At least it's not biting down anymore, then.
It's just hanging on.
It's not biting down anymore. He like pulls his like dagger out of his pack and like pries its little mouth open.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate rats. It didn't hurt me as bad as the beak, but it hurt me on my wibbly bits.
You see, Bandit is like he's down like in the full dog crouch, like he's stalking a ball, and he's looking at the rat's head hanging from your shoulder, like, kind of shaking his bum a little bit, like he's thinking about jumping after that ball.
So I like Beargar pries it open, and he's like, "Oh, now you're interested in the rat head on me nuts." Yes, go get here. And he like throws it.
He takes off after it.
I'm walking a little ginger.
The rats in this room are dead. Congratulations.
If you don't mind, Z'kar, I'm gonna sit for a minute, lad.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It was a little close.
Beargar sits on one of the chewed up couches like very gingerly. Takes some deep breaths. Oh, lordy. Urian, I'll never talk about your nutsack again.
Okay, both of you give me a perception check.
19 to 18.
18? Okay.
11.
Okay, you're understandably distracted. Your
Well,
ball
it's just
sack.
bit on me nutsack.
Yeah. But you still do notice that for the condition of the outside of this manor, the inside of it seems kind of in better condition than you would expect. I mean, it's still run down. There's still holes in the ceiling and holes in the walls, and there's broken windows, but there's fucking swarms of rats. But still, like, something about the room seems more put together than you would expect. Z'kar, you notice as you look around with your 18 or 17, you notice as you look around that not only is the room more put together than you would expect, it looks like it's sort of been lived in, or at least like, to some degree, like somebody has been here somewhat recently. And as you look in the room, it's a long rectangular room. At one end of the room, there is kind of an open doorway with a set of stairs that lead up kind of into the darkness, so you can't really see. To your left, there is a door that looks like it goes further into the building, kind of close to where the main entrance would have been. But hanging above the door, you see an axe that is strapped to the ceiling, and a wire that runs down the axe haft and down the door and to the doorknob. And you can tell that someone has set a trap, expecting somebody to come in this room from the door, outside of this, from outside to inside this room. You guys came in through the window, so you missed the trap, but someone set a trap in this room.
Someone left an axe on the ceiling.
There's an axe on the ceiling, lad. Beargar walks over there. He's still holding his junk pretty, like, he's still pretty tender. And he looks up and he holds his torch up so he can see it. He's like, well, we could trigger it now.
I mean, as long as we're out of the way, yeah.
I don't think Delvin would pay us our 12 gold if a villager got chopped in half.
Oh, true. Yeah, let's get that down.
Easy enough. Both of you give me an investigation check.
11, probably 10.
Yeah.
Hold on. Perception +3. Oh shit. 17.
Yeah. Okay. So you're both able to kind of figure this out, but Beargar, you're like, oh, it's easy. You just walk over and you can figure out how to disarm the trap. You walk over and there's just a small piece of string that like connects to the door handle. They're just beside the door handle, and you clip the string, and the axe falls down and buries itself in the backside of the door. It looks like it was a one-time use trap, but anybody that came through that door, they would have caught a full battle axe in the chest.
Is that battle axe better than my axe?
I would say it's equal.
Okay.
I mean, they're both functional battle axes. There's nothing special about either one.
Is it so buried in the door that I can pop it out pretty easily?
You can give me a straight check.
Oh, 20. Or wait, 18. Sorry.
Yeah, you can pull it out easy enough.
Okay. He pulls it out, and he just kind of opens the door and leans it against the wall next to the door on the other side.
So you open the door to the other room?
Yeah.
Are you going into the other room, or you just...
No, I'm just opening it to look in.
Okay. You can see with your... You have your torch with you, though, right?
Yeah. I basically pulled it out, leaned it against the wall, and then just opened the door, and
Okay.
I'm looking with my torch.
Just slide this piece of paper over that way. So, as you look in there, put that next to where it says door. Yeah, like that. Perfect. So, as you look in there, you can see the main entrance, kind of the main entry hall into the manor. At one point in time, you can see like these two kind of curved staircases that they were like half staircases that only went up to where it would have gone into what you assume would have been a kitchen or a tasting room or something that's further up. But that whole wall, or the ceiling above it from the floor above has collapsed in to block off that pathway up. So if you were to come in the front door, you would not have been able to. You would basically been in a square room. It would eventually originally been like an entryway with these very beautiful staircases that led up to like a raised floor where there would have been a tasting room or something like that. That's all collapsed in, so it's just a square room. You can see across from you, there's another wall with a door in it, very similar to the door that you just came in from. And you can see the main entrance to your left. So in front of you, across this entryway, is a door into another section, and to your left is the main door. To the right is where the collapsed roof. You can't go past that.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Beargar's going to go open the main door. See if he can open it from the inside. Like I can hold the torch up. There's like nothing in there that like is going to get me immediately that we see.
You can do a perception check.
13.
You can too. Yeah.
9.
9. Yeah. From what you can see, it seems pretty.
Yeah. Figure the easiest way to get help or to get out of there is through that big front door.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go try to open it.
You walk up. Are you just pulling on the doors?
Yeah.
They're locked.
Well, I'm on the inside though. Is there not a lock that
There's a
can do it?
keyhole.
Yeah. Oh, so it's locked on both sides.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
You need the actual key to unlock it from either side.
From either side. Correct.
Lame.
You can try and pick it. Like
This is a stupid door. I thought there'd be like a deadbolt or a lock in here that we could unlock.
That would have been nice.
Apparently,
yes.
you need a key.
you can investigate the room to see if there's a key laying somewhere.
You see a key anywhere around?
There's piles of rubble and
Probably
there's some
don't.
old furniture in here and stuff.
I definitely don't.
Yeah, me neither. I got 10. I guess.
I mean, the room's kind of empty. There's piles of stuff and debris and like some old broken furniture, but it's pretty empty room.
would it be worth our time to go back and investigate the room we were just in, where the rats are? Let's
Well,
do
I mean,
that.
somebody had to
Yeah.
set. There had to be somewhere to go from that room because they set the trap while they were in there, and then couldn't go back out through that same door they set the trap on. So there's got to be another way out of that. So yes, let's go back in there.
It's the smartest thing he's ever said. Do you hear that, Bandit?
Write that one down. It might not happen again soon.
We go back into the and me and Bandit go back into the room where the rats were.
Yeah.
And kind of shine the torch around and look around.
Slide that up. There's like a rough staircase here that leads up to a landing here, and there's this is actually supposed to be. And there's a door here. And this is a wall. Can't go through there.
Do we see anything in the room, like a key for the front door?
This room has a lot more stuff in it. If you want to take a few minutes to investigate this room, look through the drawers, look under the couches and that kind of stuff, you absolutely can.
I do want to do that. Doing that now. Doing that to the tune of a 7.
Okay. I'm keeping behind you.
Excuse me. That was my chair. If it was a fart, it would have had a much deeper rumble.
What did you do? Are you investigating?
10. Yeah.
10?
Okay, so this other door in this room that we went in with my torch, I'm going up to. Beargar goes up to the door.
All right, wait, were you guys investigating the room?
Yes, we looked around. We did very badly.
We were poor.
Okay, so
10, 7.
you saw some old furniture.
You don't have to deduce that we
Okay.
found it. That we didn't find
You
shit.
didn't find
Sounds
anything.
good.
Fair enough.
So Beargar goes up to the door. That door up there, does it open in or out?
That door opens from where you are out.
So if somebody was on the other side of it, we could blockade it.
No, if someone's on the other side of it, they would just open it.
They would pull it towards them.
Yeah. So from you, you're pushing the door out to go
Okay.
into the next room.
I don't think we need to go up into this other room just yet, lad. Let's go check the other side with the room that had the nicer boards in front of the window.
Okay.
So we go over there. Obviously, that door is going to be trapped too, or at least we suspect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be trapped on the other side. So can we like kind of? Because obviously, if it's or not obviously, but it would. I would assume if it was trapped, that it would be easy to open, so that they could kill you with the trap. So.
That's a lot of assuming.
So Beargar kind of stands to the side and like turns the door, like reaches out and like turns the doorknob to see if it'll open.
Yeah, the door. Like you're just. Are you turning it and pushing it, or are you just seeing if it's unlocked?
I'm just no. He's like on the side of
Right,
it, like
right.
not
But like, what are you
behind
doing with the door handle?
He's turning it. And
It
like,
turns. And he opens
pushes
it.
it open. Yeah. Does it push it in or does it come out?
It pushes in.
Okay. Yeah. He's just pushing it in.
So as you push in, you feel a little bit of resistance, and then it snaps, and the door opens, and you see an axe swing through.
Told you it was going to be trapped, lad.
That was a hell of a deduction.
It was because the other room was trapped, so I assumed that. And they were both covered with boards, and the boards on that one were awful nice. I kind of shined my torch around. Is there anything in that room now?
Give me a perception check.
Not been doing good on these.
11. Apparently, that's my perception is an 11.
What is Bandit doing?
Bandit is still cruising around with the mouse head. He's kind of just chomping it.
Okay, does Bandit have better perception than us?
Well, do you see anything in there? He doesn't have. He has pack tactics. Oh, Wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf allies is within 5 feet.
No.
I didn't use that last time,
But now you
that's
know.
cool.
You didn't need it.
Keen hearing and smell. Wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, give me
A bandit perception. 13 plus 3. So 16, or 12 plus 3 or 15. So 16.
16. Okay, so you guys are shining your lights around the room.
Pull the axe down.
Yeah, so as you shine the torch in the room, both of you with your perception checks, you notice there's movement in the room, but you can't really catch sight of it. Bandit kind of peeks his head around your legs and sniffs, and you hear him do a low growl, and he chomps really hard on the rat head and then spits it out at your feet.
This is never a good sign when he growls like this, lad. Beargar brings his axe to the ready.
Yep.
Kind of holds the torch up. Are there any sconces or candelabras?
Well, as you look in the room, you can move the paper all the way down. So as you look in the room, you can pull it all the way up. What you're looking down into now is a kitchen. So there's a big hearth on the other side of you that you could see would have been kitchen cooking fires. With your perception check, that's what you see. You see there's a hearth there, a couple of long tables in the middle of the room that would have been there for preparing food and that kind of stuff. And there's actually some plates and serving platters and that kind of stuff on the walls. But you don't really see You don't see sconces on the walls. It does look like maybe over by the hearth there's some holders that were maybe for pots or something like that you could probably...
Nothing to hold the torch up?
Nothing to hold... From where you are, nothing to hold the torch up, no. But as you're flashing your torch around, you do hear that kind of telltale squeaking sound in the distance, kind of in the shadows back of this room.
Elf, do you see more fucking rats in here?
I probably don't, but 13.
Yeah, there's some you can't see how many there are, but there's definitely some rats on either side of the room. And that's you see Bandit picks up the rat head again and chomps down twice again and spits it back at your feet.
I guess we'll go look for him.
Okay. If you're going in, we can roll initiative again. There is a swarm of rats on this side of the room, and a swarm of rats on this side of the room. The rats. The fucking rats.
The fucking rats.
Beargar rolled a 19.
Ooh, nice.
13.
13, 19.
Ugh.
And, oh my god. Beargar.
So we are all just inside the door here.
Yeah, so you guys are just inside that door. Okay. So these rats, they have not made aggressive moves towards you, but they are definitely looking at you, and you can assume that they're going to attack you. But you kind of got the drop on them, but you don't get a surprise round. But you definitely get the first action, and that is you, Beargar, and
Bandit.
your
Sick
boy.
of lad. Ooh, that's gonna be close. That is a 9 plus 4, 13.
13 hits, yep.
1, 5 plus 2, 7.
Which one is he going towards?
This one here. Yeah, the back corner.
That one there? Okay, put him over there. Move him. And he did 13?
No. 7.
7. Okay. So Bandit runs over, grabs a couple rats off the floor, and gives them a good big crunch, and down they go. But you're noticing the same thing with these rats. The last rats, like he's not doing as much damage because they keep moving around on him. It's hard to hit a whole bunch of little things at once. That is his turn. It's your turn.
Yeah. Beargar goes over there. He turns his axe sideways and tries to do like a smash and smash a whole bunch of them.
So we'll consider this bludgeoning damage as opposed to slashing.
Yes. 15 plus 5 is 20
Hits.
to hit. Am I still doing the D10 plus 3?
Yeah. Just it's up.
6.
6 total.
Yeah, 6 total. I'm actually... Should I do my axe and surge?
Nah. We'll be okay.
Okay, so I mean, you notice on this that it,
Really
again,
worried
like
about your nuts.
using it as more of a hammer than an axe. They still scatter as your thing comes down. That's kind of like
Smush a couple of them.
yeah, you smush a couple of them, but you're not doing as much damage as you
I'm
hope.
still... he's still a little tender too.
little tender nutted.
He got bit on... Yeah. he got bit through his britches.
Yeah.
Britches. Got bit. Ruby britches.
Well, it's the britches of Machiling County.
Oh.
Okay, that brings us up to Z'kar.
Okay. Actually, fairly close to these ones. If I was to take my torch and use that to like swing at them or like try and hit them with the torch, what would that like attack
B.
be? What would
So
that look like?
you would roll the same thing as if you were trying to hit with a club,
Okay.
but I would add 1d4 of fire damage to it
Okay.
if you hit it. So it would be whatever. If you have a sword or a club,
I have a
or
dagger.
roll it as a dagger. Well,
Okay. My unarmed strike is +4, so
what is your dagger strike?
+6.
You roll it as a dagger strike.
Okay.
That's fine.
15.
Okay, so that hits. And what is your dagger damage?
D4 +4.
Okay, that's fine. We'll consider that. We'll just consider your dagger, but instead of slashing, it'll be bludgeoning. But then add a d4 of fire damage. Tell me the fire damage separate from the club damage, the torch damage.
4. I forgot to hunter's mark Yeah, well.
Dang diggity.
Next turn.
Okay, so you are hitting him. Or hitting these rats for
a D4 plus 4, so that's 8 plus fire damage. So that's
so.
one more
Roll
D4.
another D4 for the fire damage, and give me that. Always give me that separately. 2. Okay.
2 fire damage.
So you did 8
8.
halved to 4
Okay.
plus 2
Plus
for the
2.
fire damage, so 6.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So you notice as you do this that they're harder to hit with this, but the fire seems to hurt them more than
I need to go over there.
than your axe or your. Like it seems like the fire seems to
Okay.
catch more of them in it.
Okay.
And you're doing more damage with the fire than say an arrow.
All right.
Which I'm assuming you were over there with them, or did you come to these over here?
I scooted over to this one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Anything else? Are you hunter's marking as your
Hunter's
bonus
mark
action?
now, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can still use my Slayer's Prey. Just an extra D6.
Okay.
2.
2 total.
Yep.
I got someone. Okay. And now you've hunter's marked him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. That is the rats' turn. The first group of rats are the ones over there by you, Beargar. Let's see how little they do. Oh, they miss completely. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Rinse and repeat, man. These rats are having a hard time getting through your leather armor. They're not doing so good. That brings us to the rats over by you, Z'kar. You're in melee range with them. And, ooh, they get a nat 20.
Oh.
The
I
rats
think that hits, yeah.
find their way into your pants super easily.
Don't let them get to your nuts. Protect your nuts for Urian's sake.
This could do some damage.
This is not going to be good.
Oh, 8
good.
doubled to 16 points of damage. You get a bunch of rats in your pants, man, and they do some serious damage.
You got bit on each nut, lad.
These rats are chewing you up hardcore.
That's what I get for getting in melee with anything. Jesus.
Yeah, you're hurting.
Yeah, that was
That
not pretty.
Those rats did some damage. Okay, but that's it for their turn. Back to the top of the round, Beargar.
Bandit with a 9.
Misses.
Beargar with a 18.
Hits.
5. I'm going to action surge.
Okay, so he does 5 damage total there.
5 damage total on the first one.
Okay. So,
And then a 10 misses.
no, 10 hits.
Sweet.
Just barely. Like, you barely. That's their armor class.
And then 8.
For that. Okay, cool. So yeah, you take your action surge and you're doing some damage over there. You got more than half of the rats dead. Anything else?
No, I'm out of shit to do.
Swinging a rat.
Swinging rats.
Back around to you, Z'kar. There's so many rats in my pack.
Dancing around there in my pants. So I don't know, just swinging the torch, just like like probably just backing away. I'm just gonna back up.
Yeah. Okay.
If I back
Yep.
away, they're gonna take. Okay, I'm just kind of dancing around.
Maybe the torch will scare them off your nuts.
Yeah, try
But
not
don't
to-
set your nuts on fire.
Hopefully not.
Fortunately, your knickers are wet still.
Probably, yeah.
Nothing worse than soggy britches, but it'll help protect
So-
your nuts from fire when you're trying to scare away big rats that are trying to bite you on the nutsack.
What are you trying to do?
Oh God, yeah.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you 3 options here.
Okay.
If you're trying to use the fire, you found out the fire is effective on them. If you're trying to use the fire to get them away from you, I'm going to let you do one of 3 things. You can either try and do a called shot,
Okay.
where you like sweep them out of your pants and off your pants with the torch and see how that works.
Okay.
You can try and do an intimidation check and scare them off of you with the
Okay.
torch, or you can try and hit them and depending on how well you roll, you may cause some fire damage to yourself.
Oh, goody.
Because you are essentially beating your own legs with a lit torch.
I
Yes.
still feel like this is all my fault for talking about Urian's nuts.
Yes. I do too.
So I'll let you pick one of those three, and you tell me which one you want to do.
I'm not the one who took his nuts in vain. Performance and intimidation are the same. Called shot.
Called shot? Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. 7 performance.
7 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a fail,
Yeah.
which means that you're hitting yourself with
With
your
the
own
torch.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Tell me how well you roll for your attack.
That's a nat 20.
Dude.
I'm gonna kill myself with a torch.
No. With a nat 20, it's an auto success. So what I'm going to say is that even though you failed your performance,
So I didn't get them out of my pants, but I hit them.
you hit them and not yourself.
So now I
Critically,
have flaming rats in my pants.
You critically hit these rats in your pants. So roll your damage. Good job.
Okay.
You managed to do this without hurting yourself.
That's amazing.
Yes, it really is.
It's good because I only have 9 hit points.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope you kill a lot of rats on this go.
Okay, so it was.
He made a good swing for a lad with 2 mice on his lap. On his lap.
So
It was D4 plus 4.
yeah.
That's 7. Oh, no, wait. So that's a 3. Double that.
Double that.
So 6 plus 4.
And that's the bludgeoning damage.
That's the bludgeoning damage.
So that's going to be 10, so 5.
Right. Then another one of these for fire. 4.
Nice. So that's 8.
8 fire damage.
So that's a total of 13 damage is what you've done.
Plus Hunter's Mark, which is 5.
Halved.
And 2 for Slayer.
So 4 again. So
Yeah.
17.
Slayer's Mark, yeah.
So all told, 17 points of damage, of actual damage.
Actual damage. To the rats in my pants.
What is that number?
I don't know which number you're pointing at. 17.
Are you fucking kidding me? I nat 20'd the rats out of my pants with a torch.
And you killed all of them.
All of them. Without hurting myself.
Yourself. I will let you describe how you do this, but it had to be the most glorious, bizarre-looking dance of like swiping a torch down your pants, stabbing.
Yeah. I think somehow just like dropping trowel while like bouncing around and just shake. Get one leg out, shake, another leg out, shake.
I imagine like a high-pitched scream the whole
Oh.
time.
But somehow it's like skewer.
I honestly don't know how. Like, I thought you were going to die.
Me too.
Because it was their go next. It's like, if he doesn't kill all of these rats, he's going to die. You don't know how you did, but you did. Good job. You killed all those rats. And you managed to not hurt yourself.
So much worse than the hooks. So much worse than the hook.
All right, those rats are dead. The rats over by you, Beargar and Bandit, they are still alive. About half of them are. And they are attacking Bandit, and they hit Bandit. No, sorry, they rolled 13. What's Bandit's armored class? Nice.
His armor class is 13.
Okay, so they hit. And there is not quite half, so that means that they only do 1d6 as opposed to 2d6. 3. They do 3 damage to him. So they're biting at his paws. They actually get through and draw some blood there.
He only has 11 hit points, so he like yipes.
Ah!
He's like, fuck you! And then it's our turn, right?
Yeah.
So he gets bit. He's mad. He jumps back on one with both feet for a 11 plus
That
4
hits.
for a
Hits, yep.
15. And then he does 2, 6, 7, 8 damage.
So 4. Okay, so he does. He takes out 4 more rats. He does some damage there. Does pretty good. There's about 7 or 8 rats left.
Beargar swings at him. 18. And then he does 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
Okay, so halved to 4.
So your turn, Wes.
Yeah, so there's just a couple rats left around Beargar's feet, and it is your turn, Z'kar.
I am going to shoot at them.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You're gonna move your hunter's mark.
Yes. Yes.
Last time I'll do that.
It's that's a 14.
That hits. Yeah.
That's a 7 plus something.
Damage.
Yeah.
That's good enough. They only had 3.
Okay, there we
So-
go.
You
7 plus 4. so-
Okay. There's 3 left. You kill those. You can describe how you want to kill those as well.
Just kebab.
Kebab them.
Just
Kebab.
Just kebab them.
You're going out for a barbecue there, bud. You need kebab these. All right. You have successfully somehow managed to kill all of the rats in the room without dying. Good job, Z'kar.
Torches up, looking for a key.
Looking for you. Okay. Yeah, do an investigation check or a perception check, either one.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Nice.
Okay.
That's great. The key's not here.
Right.
So you look around in this room. You are able to see. Yes, thank you. You're able to see that this definitely was at one point in time some sort of kitchen. The things that you pick up that are not 20. You notice that there are marks in the floor, look like maybe footprints or drag marks or something in the floor that head kind of deeper into the room towards the back of the estate. It just looks like a path that's been more recently trod than maybe the rest of the room. You also notice that in the hearth there are some logs that have definitely been burned more recently than 10 years ago. It's hard to tell, though, if those logs are if there's somebody staying here or if there's just people that are breaking in here and burning fires in the hearth. It's hard to tell, but definitely somebody's been moving around in this room. Somebody's been moving deeper into the manor, and somebody's been lighting fires in the hearth. As you look through the drawers and pantries and that kind of stuff, you don't see any keys, but you do see at the end of this room, closer to the front of the manor, there is a door that leads into another something. This door looks like it has been recently opened and closed.
Beargar looks around. It's like these Urian forsaken, nut biting rats everywhere, lad. Let's check this other room for a key. Guessing there'll also be a trap, so stand back. And he does the thing where he kind of leans in and pushes the door open.
I'm going to put my pants back on first.
So I will let you carry over your nat 20 into this next room for your perception check. But I need you to do a separate investigation check to see if the door is trapped.
10 plus 2, 12.
12. Looks okay.
Well, I mean, he's pushing it open.
Pushing it open.
I'm
Then you
not
say-
like standing in front of it for an axe to get me.
You jiggle the door handle, and it doesn't open.
Well, we can't open this door. We can't open the front door. We got a bunch of these nut biting rats down. Do you want to see if we can maybe pick the lock on the front door, Elf?
I can try. I don't know if I'm very good at that, but
With your nat 20, you can tell even more recently than anywhere except for maybe the path that leads off into the deeper in that this door has been very recently opened.
But it's locked.
But it's locked.
Does it have a keyhole, or do you think it might
Has a
have a
keyhole.
deadbolt?
It has a keyhole.
Well, we still want to open the front door. I'm gonna go back in and see if I can. Can you pick a lock? Do you have? Oh.
I don't have lockpicking tools.
Beargar goes back to the front door and axes it.
Okay.
If you don't want to axe that door, that might be
before you
easier.
axe anything, you give me a history check. You
Nat
give,
one.
You give me an insight check.
3.
Jesus Christ.
We're not helping you.
It's got so many like 1s and 20s.
I know. It's like I'm not
We're
trying.
in battle. We're
And
doing
12s.
great. We're great at killing stuff, but we can't figure anything out.
I'm desperately trying to not railroad you guys, but
We don't know things.
which door are you going to hit with your axe?
The front door. I've been trying to
Okay.
open this front door.
Not
Go-
the door we're standing in front of.
I'm not going to hit it. It might be trapped. There's a big axe on the other ones. It's been opened recently. Look at it. You push it open. There's going to be another axe that's going to get you.
With your
I don't want to be swinging an axe
with
when
your
an axe is swinging at me,
investigation
lad.
with your investigation check combined with your not 20 perception, you don't think this door is trapped.
God,
It's just locked.
it feels like Urian really wants me to go through this door. So fine. He said it's locked though.
It's locked.
Does Urian want me to hit it with my axe?
This door seems a lot easier to chop through than the big front door.
But this door doesn't have help behind it. Probably it's got more fucking rats, nut biting sons of bitches that bite through me. Me britches.
Get your underdog.
I don't like being bitten in the Underdark. You should like it less. I would say that your Underdark was critically damaged. You may not recover.
Not enjoy it at all.
I don't know if you'll be able to have children now, lad.
I don't know if I was planning on it in the first place, but maybe not.
Aye, fine. Maybe there's a key behind it. So we'll cut short. We'll skip to the end part. So Beargar went back, whacked at the main door a couple times, realized that was fucking pointless. He came back to the
I was gonna say
the original door.
you can go hit the main door a couple times if you want,
Yeah,
if
no,
you
that's-
really want to, but it's not gonna
That's the
open.
exactly kind
Yeah.
of railroading that we need.
Yeah.
So he goes back to this other door and he hits it with his axe.
Okay, roll an attack damage.
15.
Hits.
8.
Okay, you like you hit the door. And that's an 8.
Well, I should roll a 10.
You should have
Okay.
rolled.
Yeah.
Still 8 damage, though. It was
that's
better.
less.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, okay, we'll take the 8.
We'll take the 8.
you know once you hit this door once, it does damage, and you know that if you keep swinging at this door over time, you will finally chop through the door. It just may
16.
take you a little while. It hits.
5.
Keep going.
7.
Does not hit. You miss. You're like
You miss.
You're getting tired. You hit the wall.
The door punches out of the way.
For a door that Urian is forcing me to go through, he's sure making it hard to open.
I mean, you could have tried to pick the lock.
A 13.
You always do that.
It's.
Beargar doesn't know how to pick a lock.
I know. But you asked him if he could.
He said no.
He said, "Eh, all
I
right."
said I don't know.
He didn't even fucking try it. I'm over here swinging at the axe.
Go
Look at
ahead.
him sitting over there laughing.
You're halfway through the door. Like you've splintered it. You've actually started to. You can kind of see inside now.
You just take the knob
5.
off.
Yeah, it just keep going. Like you're eventually gonna get through it, unless you like roll a 1 and like chop your foot off or something.
14.
Yeah, it's
6.
yeah. Okay, 2
I
more
rolled
hits.
the wrong one.
2 more hits and you're done. Just roll them. Just get there.
24.
Oh yeah, that does. Yeah,
13.
yeah. Yeah,
Still not through
yeah,
this
that's
door?
it. Yeah, you're done.
How
You're done.
fucking tough is this door?
It was. It had an armor class of 10 and it had 30 hit points. You just had to chop through it. You're just like chopping through a chunk of wood. You got there.
I've cut down large trees
This
faster.
door is stronger than I am.
Beargar shines his torch in there.
I love how it's like, I'm gonna get through this door. It's like, the lock was like you could have picked it. Anyways,
Beargar doesn't pick locks.
it's like, you could have picked
You should know this, God.
freaking pinky. You could've,
It's like a DC 5 lockpick.
You're gonna force me through the door saying, well, it's an easy lock to pick.
Anyways, you do it. You do it. I mean,
I'll just stick an arrow in there.
yeah, you Beargar your way through this door.
You almost get through chopping it, and then just bum rush it, just body slam through
You do it though. Like the door.
So you see anything in here, Elf?
I'm still carrying over your 20.
So what's in this new room, God?
So you get into this room, and in this room, it looks like a private storage room. But this is where you see that the private, the really well boarded up window was. But it looks like a private storage room for really good wines, and the shelves are full of untouched bottles of wine. But you also notice there are 2 bottles in here that are different. One of them is full of a pink liquid, and one of them is full of a green liquid. And you're able to discern from what you saw earlier with Angus and the green liquid that he drank that this is some sort of a healing potion, but this is a bigger one. It's a bigger container of healing potion than what Angus took. You also see, very neatly, next to the door on a hook, a key.
First thing I'm gonna do is go get the key. Okay, we found the fucking key. Only had to chop through the door. Thanks for your help there, Z'kar.
Did a great job.
Yes, your moral support was definitely needed. There's a green jar of some shit that you should probably put on your nuts. If you could save a little bit for me. I also have a bite on my nuts, but it wasn't a critical double bite. And I have my thick britches.
So Z'kar, you can put in your
Dip
in your
nuts into
inventory a healing potion, a regular healing potion, not a lesser and not a greater, but just a regular healing potion.
Can I investigate the pink one?
Yes, you can. Give me either an Arcana check.
Doesn't matter. It was a 2. Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Roll it on.
Arcana or what?
You can do Arcana, or you can do Medicine. Yeah, Medicine check. Wisdom. It's in your.
Oh, I got it. +2. So 16.
With a 16, you know that this is to call it magical is not correct, but you definitely know that this potion is. It is a potion. It is not a drink. It is not some sort of alcohol. It is not a healing potion. It does not have the same properties as a healing potion. It doesn't look the same as the green stuff that you've seen other people take. When you swirl it around, it has almost kind of like a silvery, misty look inside of the pink fluid. When you smell it, it smells kind of sweet, almost like honey. Something gives you, you can tell, something about it. It makes you want to drink it, and it makes you think that, I don't know, that it would make you feel better, maybe make you stronger, maybe make you feel faster. You're not sure. It would make you. You're not sure exactly what it does, but it would do something good for you.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this here in the cloak. He looks around, a couple of other good bottles stashed.
Yeah. So you can put in your inventory pink potion, TBD, and then you can put. Let's see. You put 6. You can add between the two of you 6 bottles of the family reserve.
I'll do 3 and you do 3.
If you want to take that potion now, Mr. Z'kar.
That'd be a good idea.
This will do 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Homebrew reserve, you said? Hometown reserve?
Family reserve.
Family reserve.
Or, the Hawthorn Estates family reserve.
So that would be drinking the whole thing. What if I save some, split it with Becca? It would just be 1d4?
1d4 plus 1.
Yeah. Alright, Beargar, would you like to split this healing potion?
I think you need it more than me, lad. My nuts are a little sore, but I'm about, I would say 2/3 of 100%.
Okay, I'm well below half. So
Yeah, go ahead and take a bite. Just keep me alive.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Woo! 9.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you found that. You guys split the bottles of wine. You found that pink potion. You took the healing potion.
Opening the front door.
You can go to the front door. When you get to the front door, key goes right in the hole. Right in the keyhole, unlocks the door, and they swing outwards quite easily.
Going to Delvin. Oi, Delvin. I guess we can roleplay, as it's a role-playing game.
Sure.
Play
Yeah.
your role.
I noticed you got the front doors open. Are we good to come in?
We're good. There's a couple of extra places we haven't investigated. We
Yeah.
haven't been upstairs. There's a closed door in the back we haven't been through. There are a bunch of nut-eating rats living up in there.
When you say nut eating, you mean like they like cashews or something?
No, I mean like the nuts that dangle between your legs, lad.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a bite on me nuts.
Yeah.
And the elf over there, he has permanent damage. I think his dick is smaller now.
That sounds awful.
No, they didn't get that far. They tried to. There was a lot of them in there.
Oh God. Well, thank you.
They're weak. They don't like fire. But you know, I think there's a 24 gold to come on, and I think you can bring your people in. Maybe you can help us. Hey, Angus, about that whiskey, lad.
Angus is like, oh man, hey, did you guys? You're okay? You made it out? I mean, like you
You
look like.
seem disappointed that I came out with just the skin of me nuts torn off and not
No,
worse
I
off,
mean,
huh?
I was kind of hoping you guys would come back out and be like, we just can't go in there. We'd move on, but like you cleared it out and we can go in.
We need to get out of the storm, lad. This yellow lightning it's bad news, and there were some nut eating rats in there, some ball biting bastards, and we killed them. But you know, when you go in, just watch your boys. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm lower to the ground than you guys. I feel
That's
like
what
I'm
I'm
more
saying.
susceptible to this.
Watch
but
your boys.
Did you get the rats out of there, or are they gone?
We killed a lot of them.
All
One of the
right.
main rooms, yes. So stay
Biggest,
in the foyer and the.
bigger question is, did you see any ghosts?
There are no ghosts, just some rats. Looks like maybe there's some people that have been going in there, maybe some squatters.
There's probably the
Oh.
ghosts of some rats.
There are definitely some ghosts of some rats. Somebody had set a couple of traps. We got a couple of battle axes if there's anybody that can swing an axe.
At this, you see Delvin, he's kind of gotten back up on his horse. He's going to ride down because Delvin and Angus were in the barn, and we're kind of watching down over the people. He's riding back down to tell the people to come up in. And he turns back around on his horse, and you say, "Traps." He goes, "Boy, did you say there were traps in there?"
Oh, like there's somebody in there. They didn't want you to go into the room, so when you open the door, an axe swings down and hits you. We found it before either of us got hurt, and we disarmed him because I thought you wouldn't pay me that 24 gold if one of the villagers got chopped in half by an axe.
I mean, that's a pretty good deduction. Yeah, I wouldn't pay you anything, but how the traps were working?
Well, they're not working anymore, lad.
But they were
They didn't work very well.
they were in good condition.
There's been somebody squatting, perhaps in the place. I don't know what kind of creepy squatter could live with those godforsaken testy biters, but
It just seems strange that a squatter would set traps. That's all right.
As long as
You disarm the traps, and yes, I've heard you say repeatedly now, 24 gold. That's 12 apiece. But let's see the job done, shall we? And I'm gonna go gather up the people and bring them in.
do
Can
you want to get these people out of the rain or not?
So we should keep them in like the main entryway and
Yeah.
like the kitchen area. We can start a fire or something.
Oh, there's a kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have a hearth?
It looks like it, yes.
A working hearth. Oh, yeah, that's good.
I don't
that's
know if
good.
there's any
Beargar.
wood around, but yeah.
Has wandered over to Angus. Tell me you'll come through the whiskey line.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I'll give you a little whiskey.
So he pops open the whiskey, drinks it, rubs his nut.
With the whiskey.
It's like, no, just with his hand. Whiskey in one hand.
Disinfect.
Thank you, Angus. Thank you so much, lad. Yeah, the fucking silver row, just like everything. Oh, I'll give you money. I won't take your taxes if you do the work that I tell you. We cleared the rats. We each got. There's going to be some trauma coming out of there. I'll never look at rats the same way.
I mean, and I gotta tell you, I never trust a Silveroo. I mean, I know Delvin. He seems to be pretty good folk every now and again. He's all right. He does.
It's fucking
he does
cheap
well.
is what he is, lad.
Oh, if he said he'll pay you, he'll pay you. But he might try and make you come down on that price a little bit. But I say we get these people inside, and I mean, I'm gonna hang out in the main area where you guys said I could hang out, and there was no ghosties or whatever. But yeah, I'll go in there with you guys.
It's been a long night.
So far.
I could use a long rest, perhaps. Maybe Delvin can set some watch at some doors.
Yeah.
And we can post up with the people. I'm going to drink this whiskey. And I'm going to talk to Eleanor. I'm going to have her take a look at me nuts and make sure that there's nothing permanent done down there. Down there. It's been a long night. I'm starting to mumble a bit.
As you guys get back inside, I want you to give me one last perception check apiece.
21.
No.
Okay. As you're going inside, Beargar, you hear up in the area of the manor where you haven't gone yet, you hear the sound of like something heavy, probably wooden, hitting the floor, and then it's quiet again. But something deeper into the manor it sounded like maybe a closing door or something falling off a shelf onto the floor or something like that. But then there's no other noise in the manor. It's dead quiet after that.
Okay. He's just waiting by the door.
Looks like you heard something. Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything.
Sounded like somebody dropped something up there. We already know there's somebody in here. We got to get these people out of the rain.
Yeah,
I was hoping we could get our 12 gold and get back into the barn, but the cheap silver fucking row.
As you're saying that, you see Delvin coming up on his horse, and he's leading the townspeople up the main road or the main path up to the door, and they're all start to file in, and Delvin is just kind of ushering them in, and that's where we'll end for tonight.
Delvin, lad.
Yeah.
There's somebody upstairs or something upstairs. I don't got any more fight in me for tonight.
Yeah.
But you're not paying anyway. So I'm going to have a little rest. I'd recommend setting maybe a guard at this door over here and this door over here.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea, and I'll get you your money. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe you and your friend could take turns at one of the doors, and I'll take watch on the other door.
Works for me.
All right.
I think we can manage that.
All right. Well, we'll do that. Get some rest tonight, and we'll look at the rest of this tomorrow.
See what it looks like under the light of day.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Whew. Yeah, we'll end there.
All right.
And that concludes episode 3 of the Corellan Chronicles. Join us next time as we catch up with Aberdeen and her misadventures since she separated from the party. Thank you for listening.